We start tonight with a very disturbing story out of Waterbury. A woman accused of holding her own stepson captive for 2 decades is out of jail tonight. Kimberly Sullivan posted a $300,000 bond. Police say she locked the victim in a tiny storage room with barely any food or water for up to 23 hours a day. News 12 Connecticut's John Craven is at the Waterbury courthouse with the new developments.
In spite of being accused of holding her own stepson hostage for 20 years, Kimberly Sullivan walking out of this courthouse a free woman for now. Police say Kimberly Sullivan locked her stepson in a tiny storage room for the last 2 decades. The victim setting fire to his own home to finally escape.
In the right, that's where my daughter also saw him.
Zefri Guinera's daughter saw the victim, but never suspected he was a prisoner in his own home.
She was swinging right there. There used to be a swing set right there. And she looked up in that window and saw what she thought was a child about her own age, 10, 11.
He was actually 32 years old and weighed just 68 pounds. Police say their last contact with the family was 2005.
Officers went to the house. The house was clean. It was lived in. They spoke to the victim at that point in time, and there were no cause for any alarm.
But the victim's elementary school principal claims he called the State Department of Children and Families at least 20 times.
Everyone really was concerned with this child since he was 5 years old. You knew something was wrong. It was grossly wrong.
DCF says it's looked extensively at our databases and to date have been unable to locate any records pertaining to this family. But reports that are not substantiated are expunged 5 years after completion. In the meantime, Kimberly Sullivan is now out of jail. A judge denied prosecutors' request for 24-hour home confinement.
What my pitch was to the judge is that ultimately, because Ms. Sullivan is not a threat to the general public, that there should be no 24/7 lockdown and that there should be no GPS monitoring.
Now neighbors are left wondering how they missed a house of horrors next door.
Why didn't he just look over me and say, "Help me"? Was he that broken?
Now, Kimberly Sullivan will be back here in court on March 26th. In the meantime, she does have to check in regularly with a probation officer. In Waterbury, John Craven, News 12, Connecticut.